Hello, and welcome to a monthly product update. We are Finsweet, and we make awesome and cool products, tools, and content for the community. And today, we have a really cool new one to talk about. And I'm really excited for this because for many months, we've been saying we're working on this, and everything is just starting to come together and launch here at the same time. But we're going one at a time. We're going to start talking about all of our products, but at the very end of the stream, we're going to announce a new one. If you're new here, this is all about transparency in our product offering. We want to make sure that every step we take in product is known to you, whether we're delayed or we're working on something or we're releasing something. And yeah, I'm just super pumped to release something today, and that's why we're here. So let's get into it. First, let's get started with attributes. So here in attributes, what we're working on this month, we are still working on it. We have dedicated staff working on attributes, but there are no new updates for this month. We are still working on list, and we are working on the documentation. So valuable work being done, but we did have to put some of our resources over on the new product release. So attributes coming soon, but no updates this month. Next, we have Wized. And if you have been around with Wized, you know every single monthly product update we are shipping a list of awesome updates to the Wized platform. And this product update is the same. We have several slides, great updates from the Wized team. And that big shipped update is the database architecture rework. This one's awesome. We found there are big projects being built in Wized, much bigger than we ever imagined. And these users are reaching our database limits. So we have reworked the database. It's now hosted elsewhere, and every project is now migrated. You never knew it happened because it was a seamless transition. And now, if you have a big project, if you're a power user, you're going to now be able to grow your Wiz project to whatever you can imagine. So that's a big update. Great job with the Wiz team. Let's continue. We now support REST requests with custom content types. Awesome. We can access REST response headers with the new R request name headers object. And we have a new button to navigate to each request settings directly from the data store. We have a new search button in the configurator to open the quick search command palette. And we have a new button in the project settings to download your project's configuration. We have new documentation for backups, publishing, Canvas, and settings, and several small quality of life improvements, which you can find in our changelog. Small team with big efficiency, always doing a great job. There's a lot of development power on that Wiz team, so great job over there. What we are working on this month, UI updates, really nice UI updates. We're going to talk a lot more about this in the future, but for now, just know we're here to support your larger projects. We've heard that larger projects need better organization, and we are going to make that update to make it happen. We are also working on a new Elements panel, the official Airtable integration release, and new options for Firebase and Supabase requests. The next product is CMS Bridge. Is CMS Bridge the mystery launch product here? We're ready. Ooh, interesting. CMS Bridge has been approved by both Airtable and Webflow. We're publish ready. We are almost there for our official release, but this is not the release today. It directly conflicted with what we are going to release. CMS Bridge is coming soon, but and Webflow over on Woo! That was a cool video. Love it. Big round of applause to the video team at Finsweet, to the marketing team at Finsweet, at the development team at Finsweet, to making all of this possible. Finsweet Components, that is what we are launching today. This is a really important release for us because we really believe that it's going to help you succeed with Webflow, to get to the next level, to be more efficient, to be more effective building components inside Webflow. So let's get into it. Today, we're going to talk about what we released with our initial launch of Finsweet Components. It's live today inside the Webflow Apps Marketplace. You can add it to your Webflow site, and you can start to build cookie consent components and slider components directly inside Webflow Designer with the Finsweet Components app. Let's start with the slider component. Build custom sliders with the power of Webflow. Our goal with the Finsweet slider component is to give you everything that's available in Webflow with styles, classes, organization, the navigator panel, Webflow native elements, and we want you to feel like the slider is part of the platform. We want you to feel like cookie consent is part of the platform, and every component that we add to this should feel like it's part of the platform. So that's why we're saying with the power of Webflow, and we'll show you that you have full control of really how this slider looks. So if we do a very quick run through, you can see that we're adding Webflow elements to the page. We're able to use the styles panel. We're able to update classes, change them, customize, connect CMS. It's all there. Once you generate that slider on the page, you use Webflow just like you love to use Webflow. And then you can go and make updates to that. You can go and create as many sliders as you want and go and connect them to each other on the page. It's really powerful. And all of this is documented and part of a tutorial that is live on YouTube. So you can go ahead, do the walkthrough. We have a couple of examples and really showing you how simple it is to create beautiful sliders in Webflow. Moving on to GDPR compliant cookie consent components with Webflow Designer. We've been in the cookie consent game for a long time, but we've had a free tool. We didn't make any growth updates to it. We just kind of maintained it and left it as a free tool for you. So now we are taking it to the next level. We've converted it to Finsweet Components. And now you'll be able to use a much improved Finsweet cookie consent tool right inside Webflow. And you'll be able to customize just like we saw inside Slider. And it's definitely a much better experience. Definitely. So let's take a look at that. We have a really beautiful looking component ready to be added to the page. We can go and configure all of our settings here. It's really just as easy as configuring in that left side panel and then going and making your edits. You can see here that we're updating the scripts. If you've used Finsweet Cookie Consent, the original version, this was a more manual process. This one is going to walk you through that process and really make sure you don't skip any steps. So there's a lot of checks here and a lot of really great paths you can take to be completely GDPR compliant right inside Webflow. Not using third-party tools that embed components or really make components not look like the rest of your site. So again, it feels like it is part of the Webflow platform, and we're working right within the Webflow Apps ecosystem. Finsweet Components allows you to preview your components before adding them to the page. So you can customize your configuration on the left, and then on the right, you can preview exactly what that configuration will act like. So I can maybe change the direction of my slider to vertical, and then change the speed and the initial slide and the loop. And I can see all of those changes happen in real time right away here in the preview panel. And this works for all of the breakpoints. I can preview everything, and I can even customize by breakpoint. So this is really powerful, being able to configure and then preview at the same time. When we use code, it just doesn't work like that, especially in Webflow. We have to push our changes. We have to press a save button. So this is really meant to feel integrated. We can also manage components anytime in edit mode. Once this component is generated, I may want to edit it. I may want to change a couple of options. I may want to change some speeds. And I can do that by opening it in edit mode. And then I can update that existing component. And that way I don't have to just create a new component every time I want some big update. We have full styling control in Webflow. This is just too exciting for me. The complete flexibility with class names is just something we all want when working with third-party JavaScript libraries and sliders. You can change your class names to whatever you want. We give you a nice system to organize your class names. If you want to completely change that, you can. None of Finsweet Components relies on class names. So you have full control there, and you have full styling control, just like you would have in Webflow. We have no limitations to how you can apply styles to those classes. So really powerful right inside of that Webflow environment. We're also offering free human support on Finsweet Forum for all Finsweet Components users. This is one of a few updates coming to Finsweet Forum, and previously, Finsweet Plus users were the only ones that were able to get mostly attribute support. And now that's opening up to Finsweet Components users. So we want to help you onboard to this platform. We want to help you succeed with it, right? Succeed with Webflow. That's our H1. That's what we are. That's our goal here, for you to succeed with Webflow. And through that is going to be support. And that brings us to pricing. This is a paid product. We have a free option for testing and building, and then a paid option for production. All of Finsweet Components will be free to use on webflow.io domain names. So you're able to build everything that you need, test to your maximum capacity, show the working product, and then when you are ready to go live on that custom domain, that's when we'll ask for a subscription to use Finsweet Components and publish those components on the web. It is going to be $12 per month if paid monthly, and $10 per month if paid yearly. We will raise the price of Finsweet Components, that's for sure, and there will be tiered pricing levels. We're going to have so many components that it just won't make sense to release for $10 a month, right? Imagine a world where there's 20 Finsweet components in this app. We'd have to have tiers. So the price will increase. For anybody that agrees to buy at this price, our initial price, you will be locked into this price for life. You will be grandfathered into this price for as long as you want to use Finsweet Components. So if you're an agency, a freelancer, somebody that's in Webflow development, and you know that you're going to use this for your agency site, you can lock this in. And once this is, let's say, $100 per month for 20 components, you'll be paying $10 a month. So you can lock it in. We love to do these kind of, I guess you could say, pre-prices, launch prices for our followers, our early adopters. That's you if you're watching this. So thank you. And yeah, it's just going to go up. We have so much planned for this. It's going to be incredibly valuable. And if you know you're going to do it, lock it in. That's all I can say. This is something that we at Finsweet Agency were already selling to our clients, and it is going very well. people are interested in this. People want to be able to have these custom sliders without paying for big development fees. So we're going to release a lot of content to show you and explain why this is a good value and why this is going to help your workflow, save you time, help you build better projects, get more leads, get more sales. This is going to play completely into the Finsweet ecosystem to help you succeed with Webflow. So more on this pricing to come, and the next generation of components. I love that slogan. I really have to say I heard it and I love it. We're going to be releasing a lot of cool content around this slogan, the next generation of components. And that is Finsweet Components. That is what we are doing today, tomorrow, and in the future. So you can go to finsweet.com/components to download the app today. Check out our docs, our videos, and everything that we are talking about with Finsweet Components. And this is a monthly product update, so we are also going to talk about what we're working on this month. We're going to migrate Finsweet Table. Finsweet Table was our V1, our test, to see if Finsweet Components would be a good concept. And we are going to, at some point, remove Finsweet Table from the Webflow App Store, and that's going to be a part of Finsweet Components. We are also going to release Tooltip, Marquee, Tabs, and Cursor. It took us a while to go and build and release Finsweet Components because there is a lot of infrastructure and architecture to build around this system. Now that the system is built, we are already working through these solutions, and for a few of them already in QA. So these are coming soon. We are going to continue building components, and our goal here is really to be the go-to source for any components that require JavaScript. We're not going to be focusing as much, or we're not going to be focusing at all on components that don't require JavaScript, like wireframes or layouts. We are going to be focusing on dynamic components, components that require third-party libraries, or maybe challenging or maybe even impossible to implement without the right resource. So that's the end of this presentation. We have a Finsweet Leaders meeting. If you're part of Finsweet Plus, you may know about this. If you're not, go check out our Finsweet Plus community. We are going to have a meeting with all the product leaders, CMS Bridge, Finsweet Components, Attributes, Client First, Wized, right? Whatever you want to talk about, we're ready to talk about it. That's going to be Tuesday, August 13th. We can talk about this stream. You can ask us questions and get inside information. So that's going to be at that time. If you have more questions, reach out to us. And thank you. Really appreciate you coming to this live stream, watching this launch. This was awesome and really exciting for us. We've been building this for a long time. We've put so much hard work and effort into this. Huge round of applause to the entire Finsweet team to make this happen. A lot of people had to come through to launch, to build and launch Finsweet Components. So thank you for supporting us. Thank you for being here. And we hope that this product is going to help really grow and solidify our product offering. So talk soon. See you next month. And we will definitely have another update. And oh yeah, another product launch coming next month. See you soon.